Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Didn't I say this? I did. What did I say? I said that these guys tried to lump together Hamas with Palestinian. Palestinian, Hamas. So they will try to lump it together. Why? So they can indiscriminately destroy cities, infrastructure. Unfortunately, civilians under the banner or under the cover of those were Hamas, or they were Hamas supporters, or they were Palestinians, therefore they were Hamas. We can't allow this to happen. And maybe when I say this, there were some people over there who were too immature to understand how the world actually goes around. And we have HuffPost. If you can remember, HuffPost is not really a media outlet that would support other people than certain people. So we have HuffPost reporting on the Israeli president. So the president of Israel comes out and, according to HuffPost, using his direct quotation, translated into English, I think, suggests that civilians in Gaza are legitimate targets. Well, if you do that and you use a certain kind of reasoning to make this kind of statement, then we are in a bad trouble or deep shit. And I'm going to tell you why. Because everyone then can use that, can they? Oh, no, some people are more special than others, obviously. And I will show you how, if we use the same rule, we're going to have a big shit on their hands. Okay? So here is HuffPost, and right there. Israeli president suggests, these are nice, they're nice saying that civilians in Gaza are legitimate targets. And now they tell us, it says here, it is an entire nation. I'm calling Herzog, Isaac Herzog. Oh yeah, you smiley fucker. It is an entire nation out there that is responsible. Quote unquote. Did you hear that? So if you're responsible for the Gaza Hamas attacks, as bad as they were in Israel, and if war crimes or crimes occurred over there, by all means, call them as they are, but don't hide if the other ones are doing, and actually the same thing, and actually certain people try to, Here is a justification. It is an entire nation out there that is responsible. So he blames the whole Gaza nation, the Palestinians, how do you want to call them, being responsible for the attack of some, call it military, paramilitary, their government, whatever you want to call it. Well, if we do the same thing, let's say with the atomic bombs dropped by only one country on this planet so far, these guys, I guarantee you 99% that if Israel decides to use the nuclear weapons, and let's say God forbid for you, and for me, let's hope that, I don't like hope, and but anyway, let's say I hope that they don't use that. If they use it, they will find the justification in a second, and the justification will be the same one we were given by the Americans for what, 70, 80 years almost, on what happened in 6th and 9th of August 1945, which is Hiroshima and Nagasaki, which is we saved our boys' lives and we shortened the war. So there is but destroying two civilian cities with what, about 200,000 people in 2 seconds. Bam, bam. So yeah, you can say that's not the same. The Israelis can say, well, you all are responsible, therefore we're going to save our boys' lives and we're going to shorten this thing that we're going to do to you. Why should we send our boys over there and some of them be killed? We just take care of all of you without doing anything but sending an airplane or a missile or 2 or 3 or 5 and you're done. Well, might be getting that point. And then they will use the justifications. The Americans will be the first one who say, well, and they're going to use the same thing, Israel's right to defend itself. But that has a limit. But the Americans think that that is, again, selective limit. You have a limit, you don't have a limit, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so if are to blame the whole US nation for that war crime of dropping 2 atomic bombs on 2 civilian cities, which is a war crime, however you want to, it is one, but it's not called that way because why? The victors write the history, and it's not politically correct yet to call it as it is. It's okay, they call the Americans destroying the Indians and all that. That's acceptable to say that, or what they did to other minorities in this country. Yeah, they are allowed to say that, but saying that, no. You're gonna make a collective punishment for all Americans and their descendants, and pay reparations, all the descendants. Because right now you pay reparations with something that happened to my ancestors, 2,000 years, you owe me. But I didn't do anything. Yeah, your ancestor might have done something. Idiots and idiotic statements. So, remember, this guy calls Palestinian population, that's the nation of their living in Gaza, obviously, that's collective punishment. And he, by extension, extends guilt from some guys to everyone else. It's like, let's say the U.S. military would commit some war crimes, and I'm guilty for that act. Well, in a way I am, in a way I'm not. Why? Because I voted supposedly for the guys in charge who did that and those. But in all this chain, you can find out if someone did something that was not supposed, who gave the order. And then you find out the order was given by an elected official. You say, well, I didn't have any control on that elected official because I vote one time, whatever they decide over there, it's a different thing. And then for 4 years, they have free hand legally to give $100 billion to whatever country they decide from my taxes and my children's future. That's fine. Or they start wars wherever they bombard in the name of national security or terrorism, which is terrorism over there, but not like this. It seems like when they want to hit someone, there's terrorism over there, let's hit them, boom. I mean, that's not, there's terrorism over there. There is terrorism over there. Should be fought, but I think these guys, again, like the self-defense, they pushed it beyond something. In the name of fighting those guys, they attack whatever they want. Like right now, Israel is bombarding in Lebanon, in Syria, again. We're going to destroy them because there's some Hamas or whatever, Iran. I mean, how far do you go to that? You're going to bomb Berlin, Israel, because in the Berlin there's some Hamas or there's some sympathizers of the Palestinian people, which this guy, the president of Israel, blames for, entire nation. I wonder if he blames Palestinians living in Germany as well. And if he does, that means they're a legitimate target. This is idiotic. And the Americans are saying what? Let's see. As Israel engaged in a massive air campaign ahead of an anticipated full-scale ground invasion of the Gaza Strip, Israeli President Isaac Herzog said on Friday that all citizens, according to Huffington Post, all citizens of Gaza are responsible for the attack Hamas prepared in Israel last week that left over 1,200 people dead. And I'm quoting, "It is an entire nation out there that is responsible," Herzog said at the press conference on Friday. And I'm quoting again, "It is not true. This rhetoric about civilians not being aware, not involved." And then it's over there, point, dot, whatever, period. It's absolutely not true. That's 100%. They could have risen up. Like, do what? They could have. I'm going to talk about they could have. They could have fought against the evil regime which took over Gaza in a coup d'etat. Whoa. You touch now the Ukrainians. Because that's how those guys that now are put in charge, Zelensky Stein, one of your all right, in charge over there, and he put another of his Zelensky Stein, Yermak, right? And then he put Shmihal, the prime minister of the nation of Ukraine, is also a Zelensky Stein. So take it easy, because you talk about Ukraine 2014, and then after that, the result was your boy over there. So be careful. So if you do that, you could have rise up. It's the same thing, the same blame shit game some people play. You owe us because you could have done more. You always could have done more. But how about I don't do nothing? And then I say, yeah, I owe you nothing, and I could have done something and I didn't. Fuck off. What are you going to do? Blow me? But you see, it's always, you haven't done enough for me. First, I don't have to do anything for you. That's the first. I don't have to do anything for you, right? And then when you say, wait, you did this, you could have, you always could have done something, always. But is it possible? What do you want me to fight for you? For freedom? For what am I supposed to fight? So I'm responsible for that? So the same thing. Am I supposed to, I want to give you an answer, not me. People who disagree with Biden's garbage and support of Israel or support of Ukraine should rise up now? Is that what these guys are saying? Is this what these guys are saying? I mean, you can say the same thing. Well, you could have raised up, man. You send 140 or 14 billion dollars to Ukraine right now. Do you all agree with that? No. So you see, all that munition and weapons that go to Ukraine to kill other people, you could have stopped that, man. It's on you. It's on you because you could have stopped that. Yeah. Okay, I've been taught in America that you have to work within the system. That means play their game so they can do whatever they want. That's the system here. Basically, we pretend to vote. I mean, we vote very, all right? The right person gets over there. Even if the right person gets over there, the person gets over there was vetted before because that's options are given to us. Vetted. Check mark, kosher. You're good to go. So I'm gonna get this one. I don't like you. I'm gonna get this one. I don't like you. Either way, they were both approved, kosher, stamped, go. And when whoever's gonna go over there, do you think is gonna do for you the job he's doing? It's gonna do for stamp of the rabbi. Anyway, my friends, here you go. So if you use the same logic in other incidents, that means we're all guilty. Unless you think that as a nation, you've never done it, your government never have done anything, no hanky-panky. Now, let me give you another example. Remember how the United States of America got in officially, not even official, I don't think it was a declaration of war between the United States and Vietnam, but who cares, technicalities, you know. How do we, because we are we when we do this, but it's them when they get the money, you know, where they use we go and fight, they get the money. It's we together. We have to fight evil. We have to, but we still in power. We tell you what to do eventually. We just Remember how that started with the Gulf of Tonkin? The Americans lied. The American military lied that they were attacked by the Vietnamese ships in the Gulf of Tonkin. Go and look on the map and see where Gulf of Tonkin is. Not by California, Bahia, or whatever, Gulf of Mexico. No. It's by Vietnam. What were the Americans doing over there? Just monitoring. Fishing. Okay, yeah. So, and that started, and hey, we've been attacked, we got attacked. You got attacked, you losers. And we're going to stay over there and we're going to play generals, we're going to play colonels, we're going to play politicians, we're going to play mass media. Everything, business is good over there. But you die, about 55,000 of your young men and probably women, you know, died. For what? For a lie. So who's responsible for that lie? We are. We all take, America takes responsibility. No, we know exactly who made the decision. We know exactly who promoted that. Those are the exact people. Don't fall on this trap. America is responsible for, I don't know, exterminating, which, anyway, or let's put it nicer, for the Jim Crow laws. Not America. Some, and we know exactly who they are. That's them over there, right there. Oh, that's these guys, that party supported that. No, certain people in that party, and you know exactly who those are. So don't lump. Europeans, you know, were the, how they call it, conquered the world, and Europeans went to Africa and took the, colonizers. No, not the European, my man, not the European. Some countries, we know exactly who they are in Europe, with some leaders or kings or whatever they were in Europe. So don't lump Europeans. Europeans came and shut the fuck up. You tell me, Romania is in Europe, Hungary is in Europe, Bulgaria is in Europe. Have they colonized anything? No. So shut the fuck up. Don't lump us all together over there. All right? But European colonization. No. Use their names. You can use it very nicely. England or Great Britain, how we prefer. France. You can Netherlands. Even Belgium. No, Spain, Portugal, who else? Even I think Italy did something over there, didn't they? Maybe I missed one or another one. Austria, Hungary did anything? I don't know if I have the power, but just these were the colonizer. What? Out of how many countries are in Europe right now? Let's put it this way, 40, about 40 or something, 30 something. So no, you can't lump me together, as you don't lump the German nation into what a guy did in the 1940s and 30s. No, you can't do that. That means collective punishment. We don't do this in our civilization. They do it in there. They do it in there. Just read their little book. Okay? Collective punishment. To the 7th generation. 5, 6, 7. 7th generation. You're responsible. If your daddy did something bad, 7th generation after your daddy, your family is responsible. So if your daddy did something or your great-grandfather did something, you're also responsible for his crime. Is that fair? We, the Romans and the Greeks, decided no, but you are responsible. Judeo-Christian tradition for you. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.